So good news, the Board of Trustees, not evil misers who don't want to help housing insecure students.
They're very
but nonetheless, talk about 302 and kind of what that is. Do we need it? Where are we?
So to my understanding, Assembly Bill 302 was enacted in January of this year, and it proposed that community colleges within the state of California would require that their homeless students or their housing insecure students be granted access to the parking facilities overnight. So a lot of students at the meeting spoke on how they've experienced homelessness themselves, how this bill would benefit them. You know, I'm at this campus some days from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and over the course of the 3 years that I've been here so far, I've noticed certain vehicles parked around campus where students are filing into night after night when no one else is parked around them, and they're living out of their cars, and it happens, and it's unfortunate. And I think that as a college, as an institution, you know, of course, we should be focused on education. That's our primary goal. But I do believe that if we have the resources to provide this, or if we have the means to provide this resource to the students, that we should, in any capacity that we can. This is something that I plan on working on. The current Director of Student Assistance, Kimberly Hernandez, has been working on night parking this entire year. And it's a program that I plan on continuing during the next school year and fighting for, because I think it is something that SMC really needs.
So the small steps are probably essential, and if somebody doesn't have a place to park and they can park here and have a place to sleep and be safe, that's probably a lot. And yet I can't help but zoom out and feel like that's such a crazy Band-Aid that we're putting on this. I mean, it's better than nothing, and it's probably necessary, and we probably can't solve homelessness sitting on this bench today, but gosh, that's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. I don't know what the best course of action would be. Another program that would be even feasible for the college. It's what we have the capacity for, and maybe, you know, next year someone will come to me, or I'll realize that there is something more that we can do, and I'll try to fight for that in whatever way I can. But I think, given the fact that we have parking structures on campus, and they're essentially empty overnight, and sometimes students have to travel 30 miles just to get from point A to point B. It's hard enough to be a student trying to go to class and get get all A's while juggling work and school, kids sometimes, outside responsibilities. But if, as an institution, if we have the means to address food security with our galleys and our Corsair Market and all of the flavor program, all the programs that we already have in place, if we have the means to combat food security, mental health with the Wellness Center and free therapy.
So you actually have not yet started your new position as student trustee, but in a sense, AB 302 was kind of your launch or your preview into that new position. Yeah. What does the student trustee do, and what are you looking to accomplish in the coming year?
So the student trustee's responsibilities is you show up to the associated board once a month to give your report. Usually it's the week following the board trustees meeting.
So you're kind of the liaison between the board of trustees
exactly.
and the associated students?
Exactly. So I speak on behalf of the city of Santa Monica, which is interesting, and the students as well. So
so three legs.
Yeah, more or less.
The board of trustees, the students, and the city.
Yeah,
okay.
and the associated students board. So it's like a weird rhombus.